Hi, I'm Daniel, and the first season of the Disney Plus original series, Monsters at Work, just finished, and I will view the season as a whole. This isn't meant to replace my video on the first episodes, because it actively represents my thoughts on them episodes, and I already said what I need to say about the animation, so I will skip discussing that here. My opinions on some things have updated as more episodes came out, so I will review this show, and as a bonus rank the episodes, which I might do in season videos when there is a manageable number of episodes. At the end, I am also going to briefly discuss two other Disney Plus shows, which are Chip 'n Dale Park Life and Dog Days. Anyway, the story is good. It is more on the episodic side, but story elements use one from another as time passes throughout episodes. Despite one of my main criticisms before, the pacing has improved since the first couple of episodes, even though it is still pulling for about the first four. It was a good decision having a new episode every Wednesday. Well, not the Wednesday part, I still prefer Friday releases, but weekly schedule was a good choice for this show. This show is for the most part a superb continuation from the Monsters film, for adding to the themes and world of the movie, that gives it more of a right to exist than it should. In my last video I discussed I Had Ayo, and I think that Monsters does a better job of continuing on from a movie, despite the series being planned when Ayo was in the works, and Monsters having a 20-year gap, or 8 depending whether you count university. It also explores the cons that came from changing the system to show that a good decision will still have downsides to it. The anti-capitalist message luckily wasn't ruined by modern Disney. Now onto the characters. Tyre is a great character who gets the odd variant of the season. He is a good addition. What about the Mifters I didn't like at first? Well, I take back what I said about Duncan. At first I thought he'll be a Randall copy and the obligatory foil character to Tyre, but he's more of the lazy narcissist who gets the all comedic lines, and that is a way better character trope. Val and Cutters are fine. I am more indifferent on them too. My problems with them is mainly for Fritz, who is annoying, and doesn't get the very like Val did, who started off equally annoying. In episode 6 he got something, but didn't improve his character after it. It's a bit weird that Cutter didn't get an episode which gave him more of a focus. I had better thoughts on them, and they could have been executed way worse. Mike and Sawyer are decent here. They are proper characters here. However, the point with the show as a continuation is that I can't buy these characters exist in the same universe, which makes it awkward when they are in the same scene as the new characters, but it doesn't matter much when Mike and Sawyer appear yes as the season goes on. The comedy is mildly funny, there isn't much more to say about it aside from that. Also, there is a shorter Mike's comedy cast at the end of most episodes that just exists to be viewed on the YouTube channel separately. The last episode didn't even have one. So, onto the ranking now. 10. The Vending Machine, Episode 6. The way the episode strongly builds off Fritz needing to fire someone, it feels like a massive cop-out, even though I actually didn't expect anything to happen. 9. Meet Myth, Episode 2. Very dragged out and rushed, with Tyre suddenly being friendly with Myth without the only one mission. Mike's subplot is fine. 8. The Big Wazowskis, Episode 4. As much as I love the recoil of Mike rifle, half ironically, the conflict is contrived, and getting a better bowling team makes sense to stop Mike being Gary's servant. 7. Bad Hair Day, Episode 9. This is a good episode, but nothing special, and the episode saying Tyre is honest doesn't work when he was backed into a corner and had to be honest. 6. Welcome to Monster Incorporated. Episode 1 introduces things well enough, but it fails in the middle despite the great opening and ending. Also, I can understand why it's not the best premiere. 5. Little Monsters, Episode 8. Good episode with good interactions, even though I can see why Miss Finn's daughter's sudden turnaround was out of the view. 4. The Damage Room, Episode 3. Did a better job establishing the characters than the first two episodes, made me not hate Val, and Fritz get little screen time. My biggest problem with this episode is the baseball style plot being pointless. 3. Adorable Returns. At first I thought this would be a lazy way of bringing the Abominable Snowman back, but it actually explains his backstory and why he got banished, which fits the franchise. It's way better than the reason Monster University implied. 2. It's Yesterday After Episode 10, an epic finale that concludes Talia's arc, and probably the whole show, because this is very conclusive. There was your great scenes, and I didn't know where it was going to end. 1. The Cover-Up, Episode 5. The finale is probably the best, but I am going with this for how it removes the worst one, and it has the amazing dynamic of Talia and Duncan at the main focus, while they cover up their mistake, which Val had nothing to do with. She is only involved because of joint enterprise stuff. In conclusion, I give Monsters at Work Season 1 an 8 out of 10. I was going to give it 7.5, but the final episode boosted it up. I enjoyed this season, but it is flawed in many areas, despite being overall good. I would recommend giving the show a watch on Disney Plus, and if there is a second season, I doubt it, but I would watch it. Now on to the other shows. Chip and Dale Park Life is fun, and I like the lack of dialogue and storytelling. The two are hard to differentiate. I think one is meant to be the more sensible one, but I forget who, and it isn't special in any way. The fifth batch of shorts has two terrible segments, and the other one is still kinda mediocre. Overall, it is a 7 out of 10. If it weren't for the convenience of Disney Plus, I would have dropped after 1 or 2 episodes. Dog Days came out today with yet an announcement before, and I have honestly only seen 2 out of the 5 episodes so far. I don't feel any reason for this to exist aside from just money. I don't want things like this to be a trend for modern Disney. The first episode had 2 funny moments, but for a comedy short that is really low. It is 4 out of 10 and exists to be called wholesome by general audiences who likely haven't even heard of this existence due to Disney not marketing it enough. The end.